government has a responsibility. Like governments, we just discussed it in St. Lucia and the OECS heads. We should have a Hall of Justice with the most modern buildings. And we're moving to do precisely this. And all the countries, St. Lucia has the same problem. The Prime Minister mentioned this. He's been accused of not providing sufficient resources for the building of the courts. So we know we can do more, and we are in fact trying to do that. So government is not saying it has no role at all in delays in the system, but to blame government by itself for that delay, to me, is extremely unfair. I can't accept this. We went and supposedly went into discussion with Cable and Wireless to buy over the building for 2 of the courts. What happened? That was good intention. Turns out later, the same judges and courts says, look, the place is not fit after using it for a good period. And we have to pay over $20-something thousand of rent every month. No, much more than that. I can't remember. Huh? 26. They said that there are people getting sick. So we had to abandon the place. We shouldn't have noises with the court system now, you know. But because we had to abandon, we had to find other places. We went to other places, we had to leave. Now negotiating to get additional. It costing the taxpayers millions of dollars. So now that the government has done nothing, yes, the government can do more. You know, we can do more for public servants. We can do more for teachers. We can do more for everybody in this country. Not just for the court system, for everybody else and in the country as a whole.
And that's the Prime Minister addressing the issue. You know, so you heard him. And that comment came as a result of questions asked about the whole transcript and so on, because we had Attorney Anselm Clouden and so on was speaking to that issue, saying that, hey, you know, this thing is taking too long. And because it's taking so long, this is why we are faced with the situation that we are being faced with. And that's when people started saying because it's as a result of lack of resources. And then Prime Minister says, no, that can't be, you know. On the matter of the CCJ, he was asked again. On the matter of the CCJ now. You know, why the rush? You know, the reporter was saying that, some are saying that there are other matters that, with the court system that should be addressed before attempting to tackle the issue of the CCJ. Here's a question and answer.
Okay, I have a question in relation to the CCJ. There are concerns that it should not be, that it is being rushed, and it should not be rushed. In terms of, like, as it relates to the court system, I spoke about the lack of resources. There is the backlog of cases. There is the current infrastructure of the courts. What would be your response to that? The fact that these things should be addressed first before moving to the CCJ.
You could wait until you die to take a decision that you have to take. There'd always be a reason why you shouldn't do it today. If I don't want to do something, I could always find a reason. Since 1984, my friend, we had the government then had a commission set up to look at moving to the CCJ, to look at the court system. The report was handed in. We spent millions of dollars, I believe, over the years on such reports. But every time you move, we're not ready yet, not enough time, you're rushing. We did it the last time. We went even to the referendum. People vote no. They didn't say just the fact that it was not enough time, but they voted no on the basis that they must not support it. For some people, as long as Keith Mitchell is in office, they would not support anything the government has any part of. This issue is not about the government. If it fails or passes, Keith Mitchell loses nothing as a person in material things. But I believe the country loses. And I would lose from the standpoint what I believe is necessary for the country's future. And I have a responsibility as a citizen who happens also to be Prime Minister, to speak my mind and to support the things that I believe is necessary. But it has no political gain for the government. If anything, getting involved in it cannot, in my view, be any big plus politically. But some people see it as long as Keith Mitchell is there, I will not support it because Keith Mitchell will look good. This has nothing to do with me.
All right. All right. So that is the Prime Minister there on the whole issue of the CCG. And thank you very much, Karima. Karima does ask all the tough questions and things. And I mean, big up Karima. We give Karima a medal on the program. All right. Okay, people. How is the economy going? Good or bad? In one word, how is the Grenada economy going? Well, I bounced up a little thing today and I had to tell all the boy, the place nice. If ever you need help with your country's economy or your domestic economy, there are certain people that you should check.
So what do you think about the economy?
It ain't going too good.
It ain't going too good?
No, it ain't going too good.
What song you like? Sing the song you like.
Enjoy yourself, the city, go on down. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself.
Oh God, I will get back to your home. Oh, I call in all the leaders. I call in all the leaders of the Caribbean. Oh, the experienced leaders over Dr. Keith Worthy. Yes, I call in on them if the economy burn down. Oh God, we will have pressure. Oh God, the Prime Minister of Barbados. The Prime Minister of Jamaica. Oh, the Prime Minister of Nepal. The Prime Minister of Suriname. Oh, I call it on the Prime Minister. Oh, the Prime Minister, oh God, I call it upon Antigua. I call it the economy under pressure. Oh, if this city get burned down. Oh, if this city. Oh, this city. Oh God. We wouldn't be jamming. Oh, think of that to me, think of that to me, think of that to me, oh God. If the city burned down, oh God, there's pressure.
Come on my screen. And if Vincent Roberts is gone, then no. And so Vincent Roberts Mebedjin has said, all it take all the time, don't celebrate just yet. I am still with the National Democratic Congress. Now, news broke in the beginning of the week that he has resigned, but it wasn't very clear as to what he has resigned from. Resigned himself from the party? Resigned his position as the chairperson? The man say he has some personal issues, some personal business to take care of, and probably after the convention, he will go back in high gear. But for the people who are celebrating over the news that he is gone, take all your time. You understand? Take all your time. Also, I like Bacadal. You know what I mean? So, he says, you know, you have like a thing to do. You have like a thing to do, one thing like that. So, you need to do your business. But he remains a true believer of the National Democratic Congress and their philosophies, what they stand for. He still thinks that the party is the best alternative, you know. And so, take all your time, my dog. You understand? So yes, how are we looking for time? We could go again. Yeah, man, we're going again. Oh, yeah. It will be remiss of me to not highlight one little thing on the program. A young lady who is mashing up the internet right now. She is breaking the internet, not because I do the video, I just giving her credit. She is breaking literally the internet. Why? Because of her talent. Because of her talent. And already her video has received about 60,000 and counting hits, views, over 1,000 shares, I believe, and it keeps going and so for a by the way performance on the side of the road, and she decides to pick up the mic and she do the business. And of course we have to, people, we have to recognize talent. If somebody's shoe could make international news, if what somebody's wearing making international news, then this thing needs to get out there too. Then these things and them need to get out there too. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This is KK.
But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this. For the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the barefoot king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Come on, sit up. Let the words get out of there. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your thorn and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Worship anyways. Hey. Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who don't true you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who sees the light. And it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Yes, I people, if you think she deserves a round of applause or any such thing, I just ask of you to show her that love at some point in time. If she's not looking at us live, we'll see your reaction towards this. This is not by any means a professional performance. This was just by the roadside kind of thingy. That's done, I think, by Ma Shop in Hopeville. You know, I think they do that kind of thing every Saturday or so. Yeah, you know. So you know what I mean. And by the way, that's where I'll be on Saturday coming. So I'll give a little plug to the place too. Ma Shop from around 8 o'clock, Hopeville. And as well, we have to tell you that she has participated in several karaoke competitions and so on. There is the Grenada Distillers Limited National Karaoke Competition that is going on right now. It is in its 3rd year, and they're doing the various runs to get to the better singers for the semifinals and then the finals. All right, so we got to big up the Grenada Distillers Limited for giving exposure to many young people who has the talent, and they really do need that sort of exposure. As we move on here on Mikey Live, the next story that we're about to tell you is one that again broke the internet today when news broke that pipe bombs were sent to high-ranking officials in the United States. We are talking about President Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the CNN offices. Several prominent Democrats, pipe bombs sent to them. You understand? What's the motive? All these things and them. Me don't know. I can't tell you that. I'll stay in there. You understand? Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. They say that it set off an intense investigation today. You understand? They say CNN received a similar bomb. What? Good news though that none of these bombs harmed anyone. It was not immediately clear whether any of them could have exploded. You understand? Because as you would see, they look like they were handmade and all kind of things like that. But yes, right? So an aggressive investigation is on the way to find out who is responsible for this. Meanwhile, look at near forget the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is holding a rally for his supporters. Alright, so you know that's going on well too. Good. Alright, now Olia, the next story, how are we looking for time? The next story that I have to tell Olia about, boys, Keith Rowley. Yes, Keith Rowley. Not Grenada's Prime Minister, but Keith Rowley. He's the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, he somewhat sought to defend his position. You remember he was saying he don't need help because we know you know that TNT is facing a difficult time right now, right? Following devastating flooding last weekend. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley admits that he felt compelled to turn down help from CARICOM communities because we have been coping very well, he says. He says that there is nothing wrong by not accepting help from our Caribbean neighbors. You understand? Said, oh, you know what? You understand? So if you don't need it, why take it? And then next time, something more dread, God forbid, could happen, and then we would really need it. And then what? So if we don't need it, we don't need it. So if you just eat lunch, or if you have your lunch coming, you order delivery from Yogo. You understand? You order Yogo, you know what, Yogo doesn't play that. When you order Yogo, you can't go and cook and say, well, they might come late, nothing so. You understand? So you order from Yogo. You just know that your food will reach in the next 15-20 minutes based on where you're staying. Sometimes you don't put on the phone good yet, no, you're going to knock on the door. I don't even making it up. So you know that the food coming, you're going to cook. When you do that, what happens? It goes spoil. So the man say, he don't want it, he don't want it. Then people get real harassed with the Prime Minister for saying that we are coping. If need be, we will let you know. But for now, how many people affected? We have insurance, so we're giving them $15,000 each. We have, how much thousand? I think it was 1,502 checks to sign, to deliver to people who are affected and so on. We go do with business. We are right. We papa, who tell he said that? Well, that one no good at all. And it's still have people on the live saying, well, he should not say that in truth. If people offer anything, take it. Well, you know what? They will be opposing this opinions on that. For me, honestly, if we don't need it, we don't need it. It is not an insult. It is not we don't need it. We don't need it. We really appreciate your kindness and your thoughtfulness. If we don't need it, we don't need it. Anyway, let me take up my mouth in people business here. We're looking for time. Some of all they don't share the program yet and others know, you know. So I want to encourage you to share the business. Share the business. What you thought?
Listen to what you had to say and turn up the old rules, because losing what you paid for is just wrong. Now, lost data and talk are a thing of the past. Only Digicel gives you unlimited rollover data and talk. Just buy and renew your Quick bundle before it expires and keep what's rightfully yours. Never lose what you don't use. Go to My Digicel app to bundle up and roll over today. Digicel.
Grenada, the ultimate Thanksgiving event is here again, and this time it's all about colors. WG Promotions presents Elevate, the Colors Edition.
You see the party there, the party burn.
Get ready for the Queen of Bacchanal, Destra. Also featuring performances by Modo. Vaughn, Dash, Mandela, Lynx, Valine Ned, plus live entertainment by the Octane Band. The Stadium Lawn is the place to be on Saturday, October 27th from 8 p.m. Get your $50 early bird tickets now. Regular tickets are $60. You pay more at the door. For the VIP all-inclusive experience, second to none. Limited tickets are available at $250. October 27th, WG Promotions is bringing a different kind of party. Elevate, the Colors Edition. Don't miss it.
'Cause I could back it up on you.
The GUT Credit Union, in collaboration with Waggy Promotions, invites you to its first ever Members Market and Fun Day, Saturday, November 3rd, Monroe's Playing Field. Join us as we put our members' talents on display. Fashion, food and drink, arts and crafts, and so much more. Plus, special offers from us at the Credit Union and our partners. That's not all. We have lots in store for the entire family. Bring the kids along for a day of fun. Bouncy castles, rides, and pictures with the favorite cartoon characters, live performances from our local artists, free entry and health check. Starting time 12 noon and goes on till Saturday, November 3rd. Monroe's Playing Field is the place to be. It's your chance to support small business ventures in Grenada. Proceeds will be donated to the Grenada Kidney Foundation. Bring your friends and the family along. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Alrighty, folks, so you know it's going to be good, alright? And of course, here's what's going to happen right now. We have for you the National Report. Stay tuned for that.
Governor General to deliver throne speech on November 19th. Finance Minister to present 2019 budget 2 days later. Details to this story and more coming up in the National Report. With the details to the news for today, Wednesday, October 24th, 2018, I am Wendy Edmond. Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, will prorogue Parliament days before she delivers the throne speech on November 19th. That announcement by Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Wednesday during the government's post-cabinet briefing. He said the throne speech is an outline of some of government's top priorities for the coming year, while highlighting its major successes.
That, of course, will come after the proroguing of Parliament, which will be a few days before that. Normally, as you recall, each year we prorogue Parliament at least once, and then that to open it again, Parliament to function, we would have to reconvene it with a throne speech, and therefore that's the same thing. The reason this, and usually we have a few weeks or month or week or so in between the proroguing and the close and the opening, but because of the national referendum on November 6th, we have no choice but to almost close and open almost simultaneously.
Dr. Mitchell also announced that the 2018-2019 national budget will be presented on Wednesday, 21st November. He said debates from both the upper and lower houses will immediately follow.
Debate will take place after that, so maybe most likely 2-3 days after that, depending on the time members take for us to do their presentation and reports and debates on that budget. And of course, after this, of course, there are other things that will come up. We're dealing with Christmas season almost on us.
The throne speech and the budget presentation will be held at the Grenada Houses of Parliament building at Montweldale. Grenada and other regional leaders have given a commitment to participate more in LIATS, but it must be a more structured and available airline. That was one of the decisions taken during a meeting of the heads in St. Vincent. Providing an update during the government's weekly post-cabinet briefing on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell said the leaders all agree that the airline must be better run, providing more efficient and extended services to the region.
So Grenada's, like St. Lucia's, has now indicated and agreed to participate more fully in LIAT, but a new revamped LIAT in the sense that the structure must change. LIAT must be able to increase its efficiency, as it appears to be doing in the last few weeks or few months, not the historic one, and be able to become a profitable business.
Dr. Mitchell says while government will invest money in the airline, they will not seek to control its operations.
I'm against public sector running a private business. LIAT has to be a private business. Government may invest money, and it gets money from shareholding profits when that operation makes profit, but not be involved in the management. Barbados, as Prime Minister Barbados, has taken the same position as Grenada. They will in fact, they are the majority shareholders right now, 49%. They say they will continue to invest, they will continue to participate, but with a new LIAT atmosphere and a structure as far as LIAT's operation. Similarly, St. Lucia has made the same commitment.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Water up to my belly. Mattress floating, furniture floating, even the TV set floated for a while, you know?
My sneakers were floating just like boats.
Floods. They can happen so suddenly. What can you do?
Listen, when I saw the portable toilet from the construction site up the road float by, and I realized that all that stuff was in the water.
Floods. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. What can you do to help stop flooding? Keep drains and wells clean and unblocked. Find out lots more about floods and other hazards at your local disaster office.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
Welcome back. After 5 years, the achievement of young people and the Ministry of Youth will be recognized during the week of November 9th to November 17th, 2018. The reintroduction of Youth Week 2018, according to Permanent Secretary Kevin Andal, is as a result of the efforts made to professionally develop the human resource capabilities within the ministry over the last 5 years. Mr. Andal was at the time addressing members of the media on Wednesday during the official launch of Youth Week 2018.
For the last 5 years, we looked at that last part of the youth policy, which is professionalization of the youth sector. So we focus a lot on developing all the structures, putting all the systems in place so that we can launch forward as we're doing now. So what you've seen in recent time in terms of our programming is not by accident. It is by design. That now we are ready. Now the systems are in place. The capacity of the human resource within the division is fully energized to go forward. So it was strategic that we said that let us spend 5 years developing our systems, and we did that. So now it is a celebration.
Celebrating under the theme Empowering Our Youth, Shaping Our Communities and Protecting Our Future, the talents of the youth will be recognized. A major highlight of the week of activities is an awards ceremony carded for November 19th. Acting Youth Coordinator Norman Gilbert highlighted the process involved in the nomination of individuals for the awards.
We have some national awards, and we do have a process by which those persons would be selected. The areas highlighted where we have national organizations, we have written to those national organizations for nominations from these organizations for individuals for the various outstanding positions. Additionally, we have umbrella organizations that are specifically focused, for example, the RGPF, where we are going to be identifying a young officer, and the RGPF would assist or support in terms of making that nomination as the best possibly placed organization or entity to do so. We also have areas where we internally would have to make some decisions in terms of the entities that support youth development work, the stakeholders that support youth development work. We are quite aware of those entities that have supported our work for the last 5 years, and we believe that we are in a good position to make those nominations. So we are going to be inviting nominations from general public, from national entities, and we have a period by which these entities should submit the nominations, and the deadline for submission is the 9th of November.
The general public and the national entities are invited to nominate outstanding youth in various aspects for selection. Youth Week 2018 will be opened with an official address by Honorable Kate Lewis, Minister with responsibility for youth development. Other activities to commemorate the week include a fitness revolution, peace concert, prison outreach, National Youth Expo, and Youth Service Weekend. Meanwhile, in Caracumpiti, Martinique, some of the activities include National Youth Parliament, National Church Service, and graduation of Batch 4 Imani trainees, and the National Youth Concerts. Finally, in the news, the St. Patrick RC School is receiving assistance from the New York-based Ex-Students Association to outfit its computer lab with AC units. On Tuesday, the association vice president, Sean Baldio, presented a check to the school valued at over $60,000.
I would like to start off by handing over a check to the principal of the St. Patrick's RC School on behalf of the Ex-Student Association. It's a check for $6,400 to cover the 2 cooling units that's been damaged. So, Mr. Principal, this is from Ex-Student Association.
Parliamentary Representative for St. Patrick West, Honorable Anthony Bostwin, commended the association for its significant contribution to the development of the school and the parish.
And therefore, I really want to place on record my appreciation and the appreciation of the government for the significant contribution that your institution has been making to the school. It reflects not only the patriotism of the members of your group, but also it reflects that critical role that you are playing, because if you have not been doing what you have been doing, it means that the government had to take over that task. So in essence, you are helping the government. Because can you imagine a school without a computer lab? Because as it is today, a computer lab, in my opinion, is an essential prerequisite for every school in Grenada.
Principal Rodney Julian expressed gratitude to the members of the association on behalf of the school. The St. Patrick's Ex-Students Association New York in the past also donated 30 tablets to the school, which is currently a part of the school's media center. And that's a wrap on the National Report for today, Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. On behalf of all of us in the newsroom, I am Wendy Edmond, thanking you for viewing.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy, and everyone else who were part of the National Report. Now we have the weather for you. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a low chance of some light showers. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight, waves up to 5 feet in open waters. And tides will be low at 9:45, so tides are currently low. Now tomorrow's sunrise will be 5:59 a.m. And that's your weather report, folks, and that's as far as we can take it for today. Let's pick up some people on the program. We have with us and before we do the big up, the Mikey Live Helping Hands Foundation is a charity organization that tries to help situations and persons in need. Now we are going to be having a fundraiser in Canada, all right, on the 9th of February 2019. So you guys have to put the date down. Just know that February 9th 2019 is the date set for a special event put on by the Mikey Live Helping Hands Foundation in Canada. February 9th, I have between now and then to get my visa. All right, so let's organize, guys. Let's big up Shireen, Cynthia, Shemaine, Nika, Doria, Miriam, Esther, Wayne, Trevelyn, Gwendolyn, Jilma, did I say Doria already? Zaka, Zaf, Esther, Peter, Angel, Hazel, Avron, Didi. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? And you still have your badge, so that means you've been there. Colette, Neki, and everyone else. Shireen, Wendy, big up your whole self. Yeah, I'm gonna try to come. No, seriously, I'm gonna try. It means that I'll almost miss independence or something, but I'll try. I'll go see if I hook up my visa soon, and I'll try. All right. Thomas, and everyone else who's there, big up all yourself. We have exhausted our time, so we want to say thank you, guys, and we're looking forward to seeing you another time on the program. Let's go. All right, are you ready? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja. No. Good night, everyone. God bless you.